everyone! So for my third book talk, I wanted to start off doing some numbers and visual representations. So the Cornell website I found, it says there are 96,464 Maxes in the world. So here's one of them. Max! Come here. That's a bandit, and that's a Max. Unfortunately, when Googling how many bandits are in the world, they only come up records for dogs. So what does this have to do with my book talk? So I read Will Grayson, Will Grayson. So the thing is, there's two protagonists, both with the same name. So basically what happens is by chance they end up meeting each other. And I'm going to read a passage to you and after one of the Will Graysons meets the other Will Grayson. There is also some language, so just be aware of that if you're going to be teaching this. I am so freaked out you could pull a clown out of my ass and I wouldn't be surprised at all. It would make maybe a little sense if the other Will Grayson standing right next to me wasn't a Will Grayson at all, but instead was the gold medal champion of the Mindfuck Olympics. It's not like when I first saw him I thought to myself, oh hey, that kid must be named Will Grayson too. So Will Grayson is written by John Green and David Levihan. John Green's written like The Fault in Our Stars and stuff like that, and this is a dual narrative. So what it does is it's going to alternate between one Will Grayson and the other Will Grayson, and it's a really good tool for teaching grammar. So basically, let me see if I can find this. So we're going to have one side of the text that is obviously just structured correctly. Good grammar, good punctuation, capitalization, all that stuff. Whereas the other Will Grayson is really bad at punctuation, to be quite honest. You're going to find grammatical errors, you're going to find lack of punctuations, run-on sentences. I don't know if you can see this too well. But it's just not as fluid. So basically, what is this book about? So we have two main protagonists, Will Grayson, Will Grayson. One of them is friends with this kid named Tiny who's openly gay. And this kind of addresses the LGBTQ society and bringing like awareness and education about equality and everything like that when Tiny puts on a musical. And the other Will Grayson is actually in the closet until he meets Tiny, in which case we kind of have the accepting yourself, acceptance of others coming through. With this dual narrative, you also have concepts of like catfishing coming through, you get musical songs introduced as well, but the main central point is, identity, self-awareness of yourself, being true to yourself, being open, supporting one another. And so it's a really great tool in that aspect. The only problem is that since it is a dual narrative, every other chapter is a different perspective of a Will Grayson. So it can get a little confusing in the beginning. But this would be a great tool for grammar. It's a funny comical read. It's a really quick read, to be quite honest. There's only about 309 pages, which that sounds kind of daunting, but the Will Grayson who has the bad grammar, his chapters are actually really short. So I'd recommend this to anyone. It's a really good lesson on acceptance and a comical sense of, bringing awareness of the LGBTQ through a musical. Bye, y'all.